Ultra flow, reflow, let's go. Stack that chain fast, not slow. Updates drop, we still a show. Reload the game, yeah you know. Click, click, pow, lights go wow. Tech on fire, sleek and style. Next gen games, Web3 chow. Ultra vibe, future compound.
Yo, Ultra Crew, welcome to another episode of Ultra Reload. Sister here, and today's show, yeah, it's a very special one. We're switching things up this week. No rod, no usual rundown. Instead, we're going straight to the top. Big picture updates, sneak peeks, and answers straight from the source. If you've been wondering what's next for Ultra, what's coming, what's close, and what's changing, this is the one to tune in for. To kick things off, we're starting strong. Joining us today is someone who doesn't just follow the roadmap, he helps shape it. He's the guy steering the ship, keeping the vision sharp, and making sure Ultra stays one step ahead. Gus, welcome back to the show, man. How's everything going on your side?
Hey Patrick, very good, very good. Thanks a lot for welcoming me, and happy to be back.
Man, every time you join, we get that real behind the scenes perspective that connects the dots for everyone watching. So, let's dive into it. What you got for us?
Well, so basically, I would like to go first explain a bit that I've been it's been quite a while. I haven't talked to the community, so sorry for this. Lots of things. You know that we've been raising our ambition, and it takes a lot of time to find the different partners to shape this ambition, to find the different partners from financial to technical to really test the vision and all this. And we've been in the trenches for a month and a half to do so, and I'm very happy with what we ending now. That's the first thing. Second thing, I also deserve you the full transparency of what we've been delivering this last 2 months, right? Those last 2 quarters. There is something that has been presenting at the beginning of the year, telling you the different things that we're going to work on, and so now it's time for you to see what has been delivered. So very quickly, right after that, I will give you the mic to Julian. We'll go on each point, give you details on it. But let me first drive you on the different points. So Q1, what we've been delivering is the DEX, EVM, vesting, social login, and wallets. The difference between the green and the gray thing is the thing that you already see. That's the green thing. And the gray is the thing that has been developed. It's there, but it's not workable because it's been developed for the Ashes of Mankind mainly, and will be delivering the moment the game is out. Q2, different things, more on the biz dev, and of course the rest of the platform as well. But the MEXC listing has been there. Starting to work with a PR agency, Waxman. The reason why there is a few more articles on us, a bit here and there. The Ultra on chain, the fungible token, also something important. And then the two things that's there again, but you guys cannot see it yet. It's the web wallet and the bridge. Those two things are workable. It's there. We're just on the security audit procedure, and so it's on our side. It's finalized. We just finalize this security audits, right? On the thing that we haven't delivered, like on the roadmap, there is always things that you wishing to deliver, and it's you're getting delayed. It's the staking solution. It's coming soon. It's about a week or two that to deliver the staking solution. The Empires, same thing. Julian will give you more details on the dates, but it's about to come out for alpha community. Regarding the community, the tokenomics is the thing that I'm more annoyed about, because I know how much important it is for you guys, and we're not delayed because it's not important for us. We're delayed because it's extremely important for us. We want to make sure that this tokenomics is on the top of what it could be. The staking solution needs to be, of course, implied into it. And every time there is new things, I would like to improve this tokenomics. So that's why we're taking a bit more time on it. It must be delivered in the next months. you know how much this was. It's not because we fully embracing the Web 2 aspect of the game that the Web 3 and the token is not important for us. In the contrary, right? For us, the Web 3 technology is our different factors for the future. Is the thing that is going to make us exceptional, right? And this UOS and this token is at the center of the strategy. So so the tokenomics extremely important for us, and we'll come back to you guys in a month max with the final version of the tokenomics, right? Julian, maybe you can go. I'll give you the mic to go on each point to give more details. Julian, the mic is yours, and then I come back to you guys because I know you've got plenty of questions, and I'll answer it. Maybe next time we can take live questions. I don't know. This could be organized, but I'll already gonna answer the different question that you guys post on the different social networks. So, Julian, the mic is yours, and guys, I'll see you just afterwards.
All right. Hey, Ultra fam. Happy to be back on Reload. Gus, thanks so much for the introduction. Very excited to share what we've been cooking for the first 2 quarters of 2025. It's been a busy year thus far, but a lot to come. This will be the first roadmap update with Gus at the helm. It's been inspiring working alongside him, seeing all the changes, the way that he operates, all the good things happening inside Ultra, and seeing all these pieces come together and come to life. What's become really clear is that a roadmap is this living, breathing object, always subject to change based on the market and priorities. But so far, we're super confident we're moving in the right direction and hitting the deliverables that we promised. So let's get into it. Talking about Q1. So first and foremost, we currently have 2 functional DEXs on Ultra, built by third parties. They just have not been released publicly yet or for public use. But as soon as we see that come with additional tokens on the network and the bridge, there'll be a great use case for the DEXs going forward. The next point is the vesting solution. It's ready to go. This is in preparation of the Ash TGE, making sure that we can have tokens vested, as well as the Ultra Treasury management, which will come as part of the tokenomics. You'll see that the ticks somewhere in gray and somewhere in green. The gray just means that we haven't necessarily publicly spoken about them, but they're ready to go. The green is everything is live and ready. The wallet extension as well. We have the multi-token support and the send button that everyone waited so long for. So happily, we've been working on that, and another very interesting update will come later. But moving on, we have the Ultra EVM. This is functional. We've had some internal integrations go forward, including the vesting solution, and there'll be more integrations that will be publicly available for everyone. They're on the way with some interesting partnerships that we have in the works. And the last part for Q1 was the social login. So I don't know if you guys have tried it, but you should go on Ultra and try and use login with one of these four accounts. So either Google, Epic, Discord, or Twitch. You can now create accounts and log in via those. So that's really cool. Really cool for us. For Q2, so an additional feature to the roadmap, something that we prioritized as as I said, the roadmap is this living, breathing object. So to reprioritize things are important depending on what comes up in the moment. So we assessed that the web wallet would be a major feature for us, enables us to reach across different devices and new audiences, really breaking down the barriers as Ultra is so well known for. So this is basically security audit phase. I've got it running on the testnet. There'll be a demo at the end as well that I'll do for you guys, essentially showcasing how you can launch the web wallet of Ultra on any device without a Chrome extension, without Ultra installed in your computer. Super clean, super slick. Really, really excited about this one in terms of creating a mechanism for mass adoption of blockchain technology and transactions and all the rest. The next one is the Ultra on-chain RNG, so the random number generator, all built on chain, delivered a quarter early. It's a really cool initiative by the team. The MEXC listings, this was expanding the token accessibility. We had the successful launch campaign, and there are more possibilities for UOS as it continues to grow. we're monitoring it closely. But as you guys know, we want UOS to be in as many places as possible, and as many audiences as possible. Then we have the bridge. So this is also in the security audit phase, and this is just growing more and more possibilities of bringing tokens to Ultra and UOS as well. And fungible token metadata as it is, allowing tokens to be created with on-chain metadata, normal fungible tokens. So that's what's been delivered thus far up until Q2. Really exciting stuff, and things that we can be even more excited for is what's coming next. So imminently, we will have the Empire's Closed Community Alpha, 1st of July. Really looking forward to this one. This is our baby. We're going to use this to generate some player data, get some input from you guys. And as you've seen from Adrian, from Black Eye Studios, that the roadmap is well on the way, and Empires is soon going to be accessible by you guys and by the public. So really looking forward to that one. The big old Tokenomics 2.0. I've got it here as 2.0 because it really will be 2.0. This will be the center of the Ultra platform and ecosystem going forward. This is our Ultra Bible for the foreseeable future, right? This will be, and the delays, we really just want to get this right. It's not something we want to be chopping and changing all the time. We want to use this as a real mechanism to show our intent for Ultra and for UOS in general, as the center of our ecosystem. So look forward to sharing more details on that. Part of the tokenomics is staking, another well-weighted feature. It's got your V1 because there will be multiple iterations. We'll start simple, but we plan to produce something really special over time, as we start gathering data and seeing how people interact with the staking contracts. And then the last point here is the Ultra network effect. This is really just a bit of a teaser on all these points, but specifically this one, working closely with the Ultra Community Advisory Board, as you guys are aware, and making sure that we utilize all our tools and resources to push the Ultra network where we know it all belongs, really among the biggest in the space. We have the technology. We should be right up there. So a cool initiative that's happening at the moment to really push the network where we believe it should be. And looking forward, we have sort of on the platform side. So there's this idea that Ultra will have a new experience, and we're really looking forward to that. Can't say too much at this point in time, but essentially these are the points that fall in there. So the redesign and the Quest platform that you would find on the first roadmap, essentially this will be unveiled as part of the new ecosystem that we will release. There'll be the web and cloud game support, another pillar we're working on. And then the player socials. This is all the player profiles, the chats, the friends. We really want social gaming and all the social features to be on Ultra, eliminate the silos and bring everyone into one place. Ultra has the ability to do this. So we're really pushing to create this full suite of tools for users and our other clients. On the network side, fast finality. So we've probably heard this one before. It's got pushed slightly out because of us building the bridge, but that'll also be on the way. Bridge support, so allowing more tokens, more networks to be supported, bringing and crossing more assets over to the Ultra chain. And then the community hub for UOS, your go-to place, one-stop shop for everything related to UOS, from tokenomics to staking to all the details on Ultra's treasury and whatnot. So looking forward to sharing that as well. That is, for now, what you see on paper, what we've been speaking about, what was presented in January on what Ultra will be working on this year. As it always goes, markets change, priorities change, and we're working on a lot of things in the background that aren't necessarily on paper. So it's good to share what we have done with you based on what we spoke about previously, but also know that there is a lot that we're working on that we're very excited about to share as things come to life, as things come to fruition, partnerships, technology, and all the rest. So look forward to sharing that when the right times come. Other than that, it was great to share the update with you guys. You'll see two more demos coming after this. A demo on the web wallet showcasing MetaHoof and how they've implemented it and how really impressive their DApp is as a showcase of Ultra's technology and what is possible in general. So thanks so much, guys. Till next time. Hey guys, as promised, I'm here with the Ultra Web Wallet demo. I'm going to showcase to you guys exactly how it works, how easy it is to use, and how we're breaking down barriers to entry, breaking down everything to make sure that the user flow is as easy as possible for anyone from any device. So I'm just going to load up the MetaHoof dApp. You'll notice that I don't have any Ultra Wallet extension installed. So this is literally any user on any browser, on any device, just loading up the website. Hit Ultra. Going to sign in. Sign in with Google. There we go. Password. Two-factor authentication, of course, always. And off we go. So essentially, this is a silent login process. These details are stored on your browser, and you'll never have to do it again unless you clear all your cache and whatnot. But this is a one-time process. You'll see it's finalizing as it connects to the Ultra blockchain and gets the account synced up. Again, really nifty mechanism on being able to allow any user anywhere without any installations of web wallets and this and that to be able to access Ultra's network and transact on it as if you were a crypto native. But essentially now that whole layer is invisible. We'll give it a few more moments to finalize. Blockchain account in sync. Hit connect. Awesome. Sign a transaction. And here we are in the MetaHoof dApp. Just as easy as that, we're connected. I can head over to my stables. For those of you who don't know, MetaHoof is a game recently released on Ultra's network, really showcasing the full capability of what we have to offer, contracts, wallets, all the rest, led by an employee at Ultra, Paulo. If you guys want any more information on the game, go check it out on Twitter, on their website. We talk about them all the time. Really, really happy with what they've developed so far. So as you'll see, here I am in the stables. I can go run a training session, for example. Skip this. Let me pick a trainer. Click running training session. And here I am essentially signing an on-chain transaction over here where I'm running training. I'll sign that. And there we go. Executed on-chain. As simple as that. So just showing really how easy it is for any user with an Ultra account or even just connected to any of our social logins to come on and interact on the Ultra blockchain. It really is that simple. This feature we're super, super excited about. And just to showcase that silent login feature, I'm going to now log out of the dApp and disconnect. Relaunch the site. Sign in. Account is in synced. Hit connect. And there we go. We are back into the dApp. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really looking forward to showcase what this has to offer. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Julian. Always great to see the pieces coming together, and that sneak peek really brought the roadmap to life, man. I can't wait to put my fingers on the web wallet. And speaking of roadmap, for this week's community Q&A, we did things a little differently. You might see the form we dropped on Discord, and yeah, the questions came in hot. This time, they weren't just for the team, they were for the man himself. So let's dive into a few of those and pick it straight from the community. Because I hope you're ready, man.
I was born ready. I'm looking for it. Shoot it.
Let's start strong with the most timely one. We just saw the mid-year roadmap drop, and the community is wondering how solid that path ahead really is. So how confident are you that the current roadmap will be met? What lessons did you take from Q1 and Q2?
Well, let me start with the end. The lesson with Q1 and Q2, it's interesting that how much you know about it. You're always surprised that things are moving, right? And especially now the technology is moving so fast. The vision is changing in function of that as well. The market is changing, so you have to have your roadmap, making sure that you're delivering, because otherwise it's never it's a never ending story. But on the same time, you need to be very agile and moving with the new thing that's coming. So the level of agility that we need to have, and the meanwhile not making sure that we're delivering things is always interesting. Is always the lessons. Regarding my confidence of delivering Q1 and Q2, well, it's very high. I know what's well, we're at the end of those 2 quarters. I know what we've been promising. I know what we've been delivering. So everything is pretty much there, right? We've been going through the roadmap earlier. It's right there. There is a few things that hasn't been delivered, like the tokenomics, and it's really it's yeah, that's something that keeps me awake at night, because I think it's very important for you guys. It's very important to me, and I don't want that the people's believe that we're not taking that enough in consideration because it's delayed. It's because it's so important that it is delayed, because we need to include all the new things in terms of vision, in terms of the technology that we've been able to build, and all this, to include that in the tokenomics. So yeah, regarding my confidence of delivering Q1 and Q2, very strong. Few things that is going to be delayed, but it's there, right? Regarding the Q3 and Q4, regarding what we've been putting in the roadmap at the beginning of the year, it's also very strong. But on the same times, the vision has changed at some points. We're going to talk about the inclusion of mobile later on questions and all this. I know, of course, when you've got this different vision, it needs to be included in the roadmap. So there is few things that will move around inside the roadmap, but the ambition will be even bigger than what we've been giving, and I think it's will be completely. We are staffed, and we've got the competence to deliver what we've been promising.
Yeah, man, that's what we're here for. It's always good to see a plan that's not just ambitious, but it's also grounded, man. Sounds like you've taken the learnings and turning them into real momentum for the second half, right?
Yeah, no, it is, and the team's got a lot of pressure, and it's this level of agility. You have to make sure that you're not like developing things for nothing. Like previous reload, I explained that this strategy of building everything ourselves is not anymore there, right? It's every time there is a technological piece, every time the question is whether we developing ourselves, whether we buying it from the markets, or we acquiring a company who's got it, right? and and because Ultra is an aggregator, like it has been built as an OS where you can aggregate all this. We need to take advantage of this, right? And there is so many things that allowed us to be much faster than the competition, because it's the nature of Ultra. It's built as an OS, an open source, where you can plug all those different pieces, and this is the strategy we've been applying the last months now, being very careful with all the different technological pieces that can be. And when I'm talking to this, it's even stronger with AI. Like when you look at the speed of AI that's coming now, the level of AI that will be able to include into the platform on so many levels, from like how to choose the game, to how to extract the data of players, to how to train the players to because we know how he's playing, and giving him tips to how to play the game. All those AIs are nearly there. Some of them are there and just need to be included into the platform, and no need to develop it. Like those technological pieces are there. We just need to plug and play on it. So yeah, the very confident that the roadmap for Q3 and Q4 can be even more ambitious, because the technological because because the tech is moving so fast, and because how much I know now that the stack of technology that Ultra is based on allowed to plug and play all those different pieces.
Yeah, man. I don't think people know like what's being built here. It's way bigger than what they realize.
No, exactly. I mean, that's the crazy thing about Ultra. Like those 7 years is not for nothing. Those millions of euros that's been injected into the technology is not for nothing. And there is very few people that understand how much this tech is solid and how much it's built for the future. Ultra has been built as an OS, as a super app, and allowed us today to take all the benefit of it, to plug and play all those AI, all those features on Ultra, and go in a much faster pace than anybody else, right? And it's interesting that people from the outside that say, yeah, well, it's a gaming platform. That's not what it is. That's not at all what it is, right? It's something that much more solid than just a gaming platform. And as soon as tech guys is getting into the technology of Ultra, they all of a sudden see, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting this level of, like agility and capacity of what Ultra can deliver behind. So, and that's something that we discovering now, and basically, well, it's not discovering, but we're taking really the advantage of it right now. That's where the business is about, is that those guys have been sweating all those 7 years, and now with the layers of business and layers of agility, because in business what you need to be is to be extremely agile with the markets, right? And so this core thing of tech that has been built for the last 7 years allowed us to be more than agile, more than anybody else, and so respond to the business at the best. And that's where I think we've got a jewelry like nobody's business.
Awesome, Gus. Thank you for the solid answer, man. Now let's jump from roadmap to tech. Okay.
Yeah.
PC has been the foundation, but mobile, that's where the world is. Here's the folks are asking, what's your vision for ultra mobile gaming expansion?
Well, yeah, mobile is a must. Like we cannot just be PCs. And let me be very clear on this. Of course, there is games that can only be played on PCs. That's clear, right? But Ultra is not just a platform that where you go into, download your game and play. That's not what it is, right? Ultra is everything about social, right? It's the as I explained, we want to do what Netflix did to the gaming industry. We want to do the same to the gaming industry. And of course, at the hardcore of gaming, there is the social aspects. And Ultra cannot, like ignore this. So the social aspect, and I think there is a question regarding the dimension later on. And the dimension is everything about social, right? It's about profiling, it's about sharing, it's about all those things. And this is about what the Ultra 2.0 will be about, and hopefully be able to show you what the product will look like in the near future. But the social aspect is essential for the future of Ultra. And how can you be social without the mobile? I mean, it doesn't work. Like a device now is you have to be multi-device, and it's not meaning that the game will be able to you're going to be able to play the game on your smartphone, but on your smartphone you're going to keep following what you're doing on Ultra, right? The new things, your friends, your chat, whatever you do on Ultra, and there will be on Ultra games that can be played on mobile. But there is not only games about regarding Ultra. Ultra is it's much more than just playing a game, right? And so these things need to be brought on your smartphone all along the day, right? And so yeah, smartphone is definitely a major aspect into the vision of Ultra. Ultra at the end is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of how you want to interact with your leisure time, right? There is people that goes to as much as when you're taking like an abonnement for in sports on the clubs to play sports. Each club giving you a specific lifestyle. One is super luxury. The other one is more just about training a certain aspect of your body, whatever it is. But it's selling you a certain aspect of your lifestyle, the way you want to train and the way you want to do sports. Right? There is people who say, okay, I'm doing sport because I want to swim, and right after I want to have drinks and I want to share things with my friends. And there is other people who just want to, eat metals and build to be an elk. Well, that's it. I mean, it's two different type of lifestyle or lifestyle, right? Well, Ultra, that's exactly what Ultra is about, right? Ultra wants to sell a certain lifestyle of gaming, of leisures, right? So this social aspect is a core of Ultra, and again, smartphones is at the center of our vision, a device in a global matter.
Yeah, man, mobile is a huge opportunity. If Ultra can bring the same polish and power to the mobile, we're looking at a serious game changer, man.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
speaking for this strategy, here's a deeper one that's sparking a lot of curiosity and mystery, like you said. Ultra's got a lot of moving parts, and one feature that keeps coming up is dimensions. So naturally, people want to know, are dimensions at the core of Ultra strategy?
Yeah, yeah. Again, I mean, however you calling it, yes, dimension. If dimension is linked to the social aspect of Ultra, yes, it is at the core of at the center of the value proposition of Ultra. Right? Again,
Mm-hmm.
if we coming to give games as much as Steam or other platform is giving them, you go there, you download, you play. What is the added value that we're giving? Right? So in order to change the way the game is distributed, the social aspect is what's it's the missing pieces into the industry, right? And when I'm talking about the social aspect, I'm not only talking about just a chat where you can discuss with your friends. That's not what I'm talking about. It's the global social aspect, right? The way people need to be the interact with the games, the way people are recognize what they're doing, like all those aspects. It's a global thing, and dimension is definitely one of the piece of the social aspects.
Dimensions always felt like a flexible tool, but hearing how it fits to the bigger picture now really helps map the whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
Let's talk content now. A platform is only as strong as you can play on it, and the community's been paying attention. So, next one is all about lineup. What's your strategy for expanding the Ultra Games catalog and attracting quality titles?
Well, of course, it's big lineup is important. That's one of the reasons we fundraised, right? Is to get those lineups. But it's also interesting to understand the different type of players and the very interesting time in terms of demography. It's the first time that dads and kids are both gamers, right? We all gamers now, right? Your grandma is a gamer, your little nephew of 5 years old is a gamer. Everybody's a gamer. Back then, when the last generation gamers were those like adolescents playing in the garage with the buttons everywhere on their face, and parents was like crying and saying, what the hell my kids is doing with his life. Now everybody's a gamer. We know that you're not wasting your life if you play games. Of course, there is a screen addiction problems, but that's not linked to games. It's linked to in general, right? So now that everybody's a gamer, it's interesting to see that it's possible that games become something that unify social groups as family, as group of friends, as much as film did with Netflix, as much as music did with Spotify. It's something that unify social groups, right? And that's where we're going to play with, right? So in terms of different type of gamers, that's one thing that's interesting to understand. The second thing is that you've got those millions of actual players on Steam, right? There is the very frustrated one who's looking for an alternative. There is people who already spend hundreds of euros on and thousands of euros on Steam. And it's going to be very hard to take them out of Steam, right? And um, and there is two other types, but those guys, we need to attract them with a very strong value proposition. But then they are not the first movers, right? There is three low-hanging fruits of players that we're watching here. The first one is the 6 million new players that's coming every year on the markets, right? It's the new gamers. It's the young generation who hasn't made themselves a religion yet on the type of platform they want to be in. So those guys are, like thirsty of a platform that looks something that they're expecting, right? Looks something that they see on all the other type of industry of entertainment from whatever it is. They're looking for something that looks like this generation, right? Not like Steam, right? So this is something it's a low hanging fruit. It's a generation that we can attract quite easily if we matching the right level of expectation of what the technology of today can offer. That's one thing. The second thing is those old, the old catalog with very strong community. Those type of community that has been quite forgot about. They're very fan of their games. They're fan of playing, but they haven't been treated well because I mean it's a it's the back of catalog, right? So it's and if you assembling all those back of catalog together and really activate those community by organizing like a championship and putting them in front and activate those community, then you can attract those community quite easily because those big platforms are not very much looking at to those guys, right? So that's another type of players that we're going to look at. Another type of gamers that we're going to look at as well is those guys who playing branded games, as we say, very casual games that are built by brands, right? And they basically, when they playing a game, they're not there to play in a platform. They're not like, especially they're on a different mood, right? And so you can attract them by attracting them in a different aspect of their lives. I don't know, like the guy who wants to play the Red Bull game, little casual games. He wants to play that. You can attract them because he's not there on a to play games. I'm going on Steam. No, I want to play the Red Bull game. All right. So if Red Bull game's coming on Ultra, we're gonna attract those Red Bull community, right? And guess what? Those Red Bull community are gamers, right? And it's another interesting aspect is that the previous generation, the player, the gamer who was playing, I don't know, Kellogg's games or whatever the fuck it is, those guys like, who's playing Kellogg's, right? Who's playing those casual shit games? If you're a gamer, you play computer games or you playing, you can only play real games. When you look at the young generation, those guys can play a very stupid branded casual games and the next hour playing a Counter Strike and then a Candy Crush, and it's he's expecting something different on each different type of games, but he's not ashamed or he's not of to play very shit games. He likes it, It's a shit casual games. It's funny. I'm just playing it, and and it doesn't mean that I'm playing this game that I'm not gonna play very serious computer game, right? So it's another way to attract people with the different type of games. Like as a platform, you need to find those your marketing trick to attract low-hanging fruits, as we say, those first movers to your platform. And the moment you've got enough users, then those old crocodile that doesn't want to leave Steam, if they've got enough of their friends or enough people on this platform, they're gonna join in as well. So that's a bit the strategy. So address those three type of players first, low-hanging fruits. Of course, first doesn't mean that we're not going to attract the others, right? It means that we've got a specific strategy for each of those. And the major guys, I mean the big pool of guys is by lining up major IPs. We know that, and we're fundraising for that to get those major IPs on Ultra.
The balance of curation and outreach is it's the key, right? And
Exactly.
obviously, if Ultra keeps building strong dev relationships and bring some AAA titles, that catalog is only getting stronger, man.
Exactly. But again, you're completely right. But again, we have to understand that games today is not only about AAA, right? That's not what the gaming industry is about. And we need to be AAA. We need to have those all the AAA possible because that's where people spending money on. This is where the real, like assets in terms of money flux is in, right? But you have to understand that the gaming industry is much broader than this, and so we have to, as smart people, as pirates, need to address those, like low hanging fruits, those small ships that can be that can be easily taken. And when we got the enough troops, then we're gonna beat the ass of this big ship.
So basically, bring a mix of games, casual, professional, the ones that likes to grind, to play all types of
Exactly.
games, right?
Exactly. Without forgetting, of course, like a gaming platform is a real, to have this, like to be respected and have noble letters of what is a real gaming distribution platform, is to have triple A game. Exactly as Netflix. I mean, look at Netflix. They fighting to have the big shot of games, of films, but on the same time they're putting massive content on it, because people like to have other content than just the triple A big films.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to see the vision coming to life. Now, let's rewind a bit back to the early NFTs. There's a question that's been around for a while, and it's about some of that early NFTs, the ones that don't have a clear utility
Yeah.
yet.
Let me be clear. Let me be clear on this, because it's a question I already answered, and I want to clarify it again. Is am I falling asleep every night and waking up every morning to say, "Oh shit, those NFTs"? No. All right. Am I very like giving a lot of recognition of those first believer in ultra? Yes, more than ever, right? So those NFT holders, we will find a way to give a real utility and have a leverage on it. Definitely, right? It is not my top priority today, but it is definitely something in my agenda to make sure that nobody will be forgotten along the way. Never forgot what people did for you. And those first believers who did both those NFTs needs to be respected and recognized what they did, and so it will be the case.
Well, appreciate the clarity on that. People just want to know if there is a direction, whether it's rewards, utility, or collector's value. Well, I think keeping the holders on the loop matters, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's zoom out to scale now. Every ecosystem needs fuel, and for Ultra, I think this means users, right? So here's the big one. Is there a concrete plan to acquire a large user base this year?
I love the questions, because that's one of the things that we've been working on the last month. It's that, for example, that's something that was keeping me awake every night. And guess what? I'm finally sleeping, right? So we have a plan. We have a plan to attract massive amount of users in a short run. We'll release this at the game comes in August, and so yeah, the plan is there. We more than ever convinced that the shit's gonna work.
Okay, now that's how you
I,
light the
I cannot
fire and
I
also
cannot tell you any
curiosity.
more than that. It's we're planning to release it at the Gamescom. It's a very exciting thing. It's a very pirate way of doing things, which is my kick. Like with this, we
Mhm.
are those little guys who who wants to kill the big shots, and this move is a very pirate move, and I love those. So we'll release this for the Gamescom. And yes, we do have a plan.
Well, I'm very curious now. The right growth plan at the right time can change everything, man. And it's very
Exactly.
good to hear that Ultra's not planning growth, but it's doing it with intention.
Yeah.
Uh, let's talk resources now and what's next financially, okay?
Yeah.
Building something this big takes more than a vision, it takes runway. So the question is straight to the point. What's the target for the next funding raising round, especially in relation to the Ultra Gaming market share goals?
Well, all I can say, it's massive. Again, in this type of industry and with this type of ambition, you can only be massive. I won't disclaim numbers, because we in the process of discussion, and I cannot disclose numbers, but just big. It needs to be very big, because we cannot make such a business with a few millions, right? It doesn't work, like so it's a big massive round that we cooking, It will be in a process, maybe step by steps. We'll see how things goes, but it's right at first when we're discussing with the investors, we're showing the plan and we're showing the amount of money we need to make this work, and it's a big, large fucking number.
Right, that makes sense. Well, clear, focused, and right on point. I love to see that, man. Strategic funding isn't just about survival; it's about acceleration. So sounds like
Exactly.
Ultra is focused on fueling the right areas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, you got me a lot excited, and we covered a lot today. But before I let you go, we got one last question lined up, and it's a fitting one to end.
Tell me.
It's not about features or roadmap; it's about vision. Has Ultra grown beyond your original vision, and do you believe it can go even further than your previous companies?
Yeah. No, no. My previous company, yes, of course. I mean, and that's the only reason I jumped in Ultra, is that I think I strongly believe that it can go way higher than my previous company. And as my vision has changed since I joined Ultra, yes, drastically. As I said at first, I was like, okay, there is a niche thing that's very exciting to do, blah blah blah, and now the my knowledge of the industry, and see how big the possibility is. Yeah, it has changed drastically. It has changed drastically. As I said, it will be harder, but the rewards is just so much bigger, and it's amazing how very few people are in this is lining up on this run to take over this business. So yeah, my vision has changed. It's much bigger, and I really believe that it can go even bigger than my actual vision. So let's first try to deliver the first one, not the niche one, but the big one, and then and see where it's gonna bring us.
Man, that's the kind of
Right?
perspective we love to hear. It's one thing to build tech, and it's another to build legacy, man.
Exactly. We're here to change the world, man. That's the type of people we're hiring so far. It's just people who wants to change it, in one way to another.
Well, let's go and build that Netflix of gaming. Thanks for sharing everything with us, guys.
No, thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you everyone for your, to sticking to us. I know how hard it can be. I know that you guys have been waiting for the last fucking 7 years. You're getting really impatient. We know all this, and but yeah, we keep stick to the project. It's we're getting there, and I'm more confident than ever that exciting. The exciting time is ahead of us.
That brings us to the end of the Ultra Reload. Massive thanks to you guys, and for Julian to put back the curtain and showcasing the kind of work that keeps this ecosystem moving forward. And to the Ultra community, your questions, your support, your eyes on every details, that's what makes this show what it is. What do you think, guys?
Exactly, Patrick. Well, thank you so much for this, and we are looking forward to speak to you very soon. Then.
Well, guys,
All
thanks
right.
for riding with us. We'll see you around on Discord, on socials, on the games, or whatever the Ultra journey takes us next. Until then, stay sharp, stay curious, stay gaming, stay Ultra.
Ultra flow, we go, let's go. Stack that chain fast, not slow. Updates drop, we still a show. Reload the game, yeah, you know. Click, click, pow, lights go wow. Tech on fire, sleek and style. Next gen games, web reach out. Ultra vibe, future compile.